I'm Brew,
And I'm Brown Sugar.
and this is Building Brewtality. So we started Brewtality Films really in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic, because we were stuck in the house like everybody. Well, we went to work, but we still were stuck in the house, couldn't go anywhere. So we had the footage of Balls Bluff, and so that's what we did. We made our first documentary from the footage I had, and we called it Monthly Metal at Balls Bluff, because that's what it was. And that was your first time editing. You know, she took over the role of editor. I had done a little editing beforehand on some of our older stuff, and then that was her first edit job.
Yeah, man, Monthly Metal at Balls Bluff. God, that was that was a very scary moment for me, man, because I had never edited. I had no idea what to do, and it was something that was so deeply important to him that I didn't want to let him down, so I kind of faked it till I made it. You know what I mean? And yeah, it took about 3.5 weeks to put together, go through the footage, kind of find the rhythm for the story, find the flow. And I mean, it was great. We premiered it on our Brewtality Films YouTube channel on the 4th of July in 2020. 2 days after my birthday, I might add. And yeah, man, as being a first product, yeah, I was really proud of that. You know, I still am. I stand by it. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful documentary.
Yeah, so we were waiting, we were trying to do a project, and while we were waiting on that project to get started, we needed to do something with the channel. We weren't doing anything, basically. And Brown Sugar came to me one day and said, "What do you think about doing reactions?" So I said, "I don't know, man. I guess we can try it." So one of the bands we were into at the time was Ginger. And I think that's the first video reaction we did. Our very first reaction was Ginger, yeah. And if I can remember correctly, we didn't even say anything at the beginning. We just let it roll. And then someone had said in one of our comment sections, "Hey, you need to do this band called Love Bites. And if you do, the Wolfpack will come to your channel and invade the channel." So we didn't know what the hell that meant, dude. We just started doing this shit. So it turns out, yeah, we did a video for Love Bites, and that's really what kind of got us rolling, was the Japanese metal scene, man.
And the Wolfpack arrived, and so did J-Metal to our channel. Japanese metal was something that we had no idea even existed, dude. And when we did our first Love Bites reaction, holy shit. Yeah, they weren't lying. The Wolfpack showed up, and the beauty about all of this was it allowed us to start making a family with most of you, who are now known as the SGBC.
Damn, dude, that's when it all took off, man. We did the Love Bites video, and then the Wolfpack came, like they said. Our numbers got jacked up. We got to like 500. And then we kind of stalled. If you remember, we kind of stalled at 500. And it took us a while before we got to 1,000. But the great shit was coming because Brown Sugar had an idea.
Yeah, man. Those were crazy times, man. We were really excited to have such an influx of new people coming onto the channel. And we were happy because our little humble family was growing. One day, I was just thinking about it, and I told Brew, I said, "Hey man, why can't we do things a little different than other people do? Why can't we do more than one video and call it, we'll do 4, and we'll call it the Mega Bowl, because it's a lot of videos. Mega, you know what I mean? And bowl, well, you know why." So yeah, man, that was the birth of the Mega Bowl. We decided to just go for it. And hey, it took us to some new heights, man.
from the very beginning, we wanted our channel to be a sanctuary. We wanted people to come to our channel to get away from the shit of the world. So when the Mega Bowl kind of thing started, people were really getting into it, and we would just do 4 different videos, and then it got to be where we would do 4 videos of a certain group, and then and then it just kind of spiraled out from there, man. Yeah, and then we were like, okay, what if we do something for the subscribers and we let them request? They were already doing it on other channels, so we're like, okay, well, maybe they can request a certain Mega Bowl. They could do or divide up however they wanted to do. And then we did, it just went out, it went crazy from there. We did a Mega Bowl with a roach clip, which was 5 videos. And then we came up with the JF Snack Pack because our boy JF said, hey man, I can't watch 4 videos all the time. So we was like, fuck it, okay. So we made the JF Snack Pack. Then we did a snack pack with a cold drink, which was 3 videos. Then it got to the point where, man, people were requesting so many videos. And it was getting out of control as far as we couldn't keep up with the shit, man.
Yeah, so with the many requests, we decided that we would have to break the week up into specific styles of music. And that's when our special days were born. So we had J-Metal Tuesday, we had What the Fuck Wednesday, which were videos that were kind of obscure, different, but still in the metal scene, or even not in the metal scene. We had World Metal Thursday, which is kind of self-explanatory, world metal, so metal from everywhere. We had Freeform Friday, which kind of got out there as well, so it was not necessarily having to be metal, but it could be, rock and roll, it can be something a little jazzy, a little bluesy, a little funky. And then we had the Super Spliff Saturday, which was super cool because that was when we were able to get completely relaxed and just veg out on an album or an EP and just kind of let ourselves go, and then we would discuss it. So yeah, it got hectic as far as keeping up, but we did our best, and I mean, eventually we made it to 1K, then 2, 3, all the way up to now where we just hit 9K almost 3 years later.
So once we got past 1,000 subscribers, you can do lives, and we started doing lives, and it was on one particular live that we were discussing what we liked about concert festivals, what we liked about it, what we hated about it. And I believe it was Coffee Beans, because we, after we named ourselves the SGBC, I think Coffee Beans and maybe Why Not and some others were saying, hey, why don't we do this thing and call it the SGBC Barbecue Festival, man. So yeah, we started joking about it and having a SGBC festival, barbecue festival. And we're like, yeah, okay, this is cool. So we just started joking about it, and then somehow turned into a thing.
Yeah, man, so what happened was we decided that while we were doing our Fresh Roasted Metal, which is our podcast where we interview now SGBC family, our family bands that we've done reactions to, we decided to start asking them, hey, if one day we get this thing started, would you like to perform at our SGBC Barbecue Fest? And to our surprise, everyone that we asked had said yes. So yeah, that's kind of the way it started. Started off as a joke, turned into something real, man. That's the universe.
All right, man. So, like, at the beginning of 2023, we were contemplating moving because the state of North Carolina raised everybody's rent across the whole state $400. Thankfully, we had somebody help us out. A friend of ours helped us out. and we had the year to figure out what we were going to do. So once we decided we were going to have to make a decision, we needed some answers, man. So we had started our crowdfunding campaign for the barbecue fest, and we were trying to get an RV and drive from Carolina to Colorado, because we had picked Loveland, Colorado to move to, because that's where we want to have the barbecue fest. So, but her and I both needed to have some signs shown to us.
Yeah.
And the 3 people from work at different times didn't know anything about it, gave us the answers we were looking for, and we're like, okay, it's time to step out, man. We're going to step out in faith. We're going to quit our jobs, because we were both miserable in our jobs. It was a great paying job. We had great benefits, but it was bad energy, and we needed to do something for our creative side, man. And we knew we had to do it, because it just wasn't a good thing doing what the shift we were doing. So after we had the signs, we tried to do the RV thing. That didn't work. At the last moment, when we were trying to figure out what we were going to do.
Yeah, like it was a week away.
Yeah, it was
literally.
We were a week away from our lease, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't really have any choice, man. We did, but we didn't. It was like the universe's way of pushing us to the end, because she just looked at me and goes, "Hey, do you want me to sell the car and we buy plane tickets and fly to Colorado?" And I was like, "Let's do it, man." So within a week, she bought the plane ticket. Or we sold the car. We took the money from the car, bought plane tickets and a B&B for the month in Loveland, Colorado. But that week still is like a blur to both of us, especially to her, because she took over and did all the technical stuff to get us from there to here. So we next thing we know, we're in Colorado in a B&B that was so fucking cool.
Oh, the studio.
So fucking awesome. We called it the studio. Shout out to Steve, man. What a great Airbnb host.
Hell yeah, he was metal as.
Yeah, he's metal. Literally, too. He makes metal signs and statues and all kinds of shit. That's the one good thing about Loveland, too, man. Loveland's a creative place. It's a home of sculpture.
Oh,
man. They have a sculpture garden that we were like a block away from, man, and we'd walk to it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we got to Loveland, and then we realized somewhere within the week or so, hey, man, how come our fundraiser's not taking off? I thought that everybody was behind this. I thought we could get some more leverage if we were here, right? And that was the furthest thing from the truth, because within all of this of saying, okay, we're going to move to Colorado, we're going to do the barbecue fest, the crowdfunding, we're getting this done, we're doing it, right? Within all the chaos, and we knew it was December, but we didn't know it was December.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Christmas time. This is holiday season. How the hell did we start a fundraiser? How the hell did we start a fundraiser on Christmas time? What the hell were we thinking? Right?
Well, I mean, we had the fundraiser up. The thing was that we were trying to get meetings with like investors and people who would want to invest in this, so that we could put the money down for the event at the ranch. We were trying to get meetings, and everyone was busy because of holidays. And even though they did try to accommodate us, it just wouldn't always.
Just didn't work out.
It wouldn't work out. Timing is everything, and yeah. So it just kind of went over our heads, and that was when we faced a cold, hard reality, which was, oh shit, man, our funds are being depleted, like rapidly.
Yeah.
Because there's outgoing and no incoming, so that was going to take us to a decision that we didn't even want to have to do, but we did it anyway, because here we are, man.
And a lot of people thought, because of our reactions and things like that, everybody just thought we were sitting there smoking weed 24/7. And that was the furthest thing from the truth. Actually, we didn't even smoke weed
For the first week.
Yeah, for like the first, yeah. We didn't even go to a dispensary for like the first week because we were trying to figure out the whole Uber thing, which was new to us. Loveland at that time had there's not a lot of service out there with Ubers and Lyfts and stuff. They're there, but it's few and far between sometimes. And you didn't know, like one time we got stuck and we couldn't get any cars.
Yeah.
No cars would come, so we had to walk a couple
with
miles.
all these groceries.
Yeah, with groceries, a couple miles.
In weak ass bags.
Yeah, man, we walked in these, dude. It was
in the snow.
Yeah, it sounds like our parents now, man. It sounds like our parents. Oh, but there was snow, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was
bad.
mild. It was mild weather, man. It was mild, but it was one of those days where it's like you're just pissed, man.
And we were wearing these new snow boots that were heavy as fuck.
Yeah, they haven't been broken in yet.
It was like a whole cluster fuck of what could happen. Hey man, well what if this happens? Yeah, well all the what ifs happened, man. Bags were breaking, snow on the ground, no clue where we were, low battery, trying to follow GPS to make it back to somewhere we had no idea where we were.
That's why we've learned, man, another life important lesson, man.
Yeah, man.
Words
Crazy.
create things, man. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Words create things. All right, man. So we were left with the decision of, do we go back to work in a place where we just left? We didn't want to go back to work, but we were also getting to the point where it was getting really dark, man. And again, someone had stepped in, a special someone had stepped in and helped us for the last month that we were there before we were getting the job. And it came down, it got really dark because things, like she had said, our funds kept depleting. And the cool thing was our boss we had kept in touch with him. We had moved to Boulder, and it got down to what, Mom, 3 days before we had to leave the B&B?
It was I want to say 5-6 days, almost a week.
Yeah, we were getting close to where once we left the B&B, we had nowhere to go.
Yeah. I mean, we were legit, like, even looking at, like, homeless shelters, like, on the real.
Yeah.
Because everything that we were looking for, like, we were going online, we were looking at hotels, we were looking at cheap motels, we were looking at, like, even room rentals, dude. And 90% of shit was a fucking scam. Facebook, fucking...
All of it was scams, man.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Facebook. What else did we try? Craigslist. Everything was a scam.
Yeah, it thankfully, she was on the marketplace thing, and we came across a person, and that was a nice person, but unfortunately they had rented out the place we were looking for, but he gave us the name of our landlord right now, and yeah, we got hooked up with a nice place. It's peaceful, and we don't have to hear noise. We have little planes that fly over, but that's nothing, man. It's better than hearing cars and motorcycles and trucks all night long, man. So we're in a nice little place out in the wood, out in the country, and we've got our little place that we have here. We're trying to make it work. We're trying to rebuild.
We've been blessed with a great boss, with a great crew at our new store.
Yeah.
Our new work family is amazing. I mean, we couldn't feel luckier. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. So when we got the jobs back and we got back into the swing of things, we didn't know how it was going to be. We didn't know what the energy was going to be like, and thankfully it's turned out to be the greatest experience for us, having to go back to work. To be in that place, man, it's awesome, because it's just, you couldn't ask for a better crew.
Yeah, man, we've been blessed on a lot of different areas of this new job, but yeah, I think one of the greatest things is that all of our new work family support us, and as far as the SGBC Barbecue Fest goes. So it's gonna be really exciting once we're able to get some new eyes on this. Hopefully we'll be able to grab some investors, and yeah, we'll be able to get this ball rolling, because yeah, the SGBC Barbecue Fest is something that is not going to stop. This will take place. We do have to get our fam here, you know, our musician fam, you know, we're just really excited about it.
And we have a brand new set of eyes for the both of us. We've got, like she said, there's people on our job that support us, that want to help us. And so now, since we have a great schedule that we can know how to set up our days off on, now's the time where we can start putting time and effort back into getting this thing planned and on the road. We just need, like she said, the biggest thing now is finding people to invest in us, man, and what our festival is for, you know. And I think our festival, like we've always said, our festival is to unite people through great music, great food, and a great atmosphere, man, where people can come. Same as our channel, man. You come there to relax and have a great time. There's no BS that goes on. You just come and have a great time and enjoy great music from around the world, man.
Hell yeah, music by bands like that one. Whiskey Dust.
Yeah, dude. Love Whiskey Dust, man.
Hell yeah, man. And that'll close it, and that'll segue into the first episode, which will be Whiskey Dust.
All right, let's do this, man. Let's do this.